Hey guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Columbus, Ohio. And today I've got an awesome episode for you, as we're gonna be talking about the 3 reasons why you'll love to live in Columbus, Ohio in 2021. Hey guys, this is Brad Winter, and if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you tap on that subscribe button below and you click on that bell so YouTube algorithm does its little magical thing and it notifies you every time I release a new video, which is about once a week. And in those videos, I talk about everything there is to know about working, living, playing, eating, shopping, breathing, sleeping in the Columbus metro and surrounding areas. I am also a licensed real estate agent in the state of Ohio. And as much as I love doing these videos for you guys, I would love nothing more to help you with your real estate needs. So if you are thinking about moving or relocating to the Columbus metro or surrounding areas, please get a hold of me at that number below. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, whatever you gotta do, make sure you get a hold of me, because I'm gonna have your back when moving to our incredible city. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the 3 things you're gonna love about living in Columbus, Ohio in 2021. Number 1, the cost of living. We've talked about this in a number of different episodes. Columbus has a very affordable cost of living compared to the rest of the United States. We are a growing, thriving Midwest city, and on a national scale, our cost of living is 15% less than the rest of the United States. Every day, people are giving me a call, shooting me a text message about leaving big cities such as LA, San Francisco, Dallas, Miami, Chicago, New York, because of how expensive it is, and they're tired of paying for transportation, for housing, for healthcare, for all these different things. So they're really taking into consideration, if not already moving to the Columbus area, because of how affordable our cost of living truly is. So there's a few things that goes into those cost of living items that I want to talk about. All right, so one of the things that makes up cost of living is housing. So in 2021, if you are thinking about buying a house in Franklin County, your median home price is gonna be right around $260,000 for a 3-bed, 2.5 bath home that's got about 1,600 square feet to it. So again, if you're thinking about buying in Franklin County, that is gonna be the median home price. So take that in consideration compared to where you live. And if you are in those larger cities, you're gonna definitely get more home for your money living in Columbus. Now, if you are not ready to buy, or you want to move here, kind of get a feel for things and just rent a place, you're looking at $1,500 a month for a 3-bedroom rental in the Franklin County area. Now that can vary. If you are downtown, that price is gonna dramatically increase. I've actually seen 3-bedroom kind of luxury rentals for $4 grand a month, but your standard 3-bed apartment or house is going to be right around that $1,500 per month rent mark. So other things that make up, the housing part of the cost of living is our utilities: electric, gas, water, sewer, cable, all those different things. That is about a flat percentage, across the United States. So, those aren't really going to change while moving here. I'm not quite sure why it's a flat rate, but just in my research, that's what it shows. Also, when you are taking into consideration food, and when I say food, that's not going out to eat, that is just shopping at a grocery store, it's a pretty flat comparison to the rest of the United States as well. And then transportation. So that makes up, your cost of living, and depending on what your transportation method is, that can vary. But from a national average, we're about 10% less on our transportation costs than the rest of the United States. And that's taking into consideration public transportation, gas, insurance, maintenance on your cars as well. So that's good. So you're saving money, you know, on that transportation cost as well by moving to Columbus. Another thing is healthcare. Our healthcare is awesome. We have incredible access to healthcare. You have major systems such as Ohio State, Ohio Health, Mount Carmel. Depending on where you live, they're just within an earshot. So that's, you know, having access to hospitals is incredible. And our healthcare cost is slightly less than the national average. But again, it's hard to put a price on healthcare. It can be expensive, no doubt about it, depending on what kind of healthcare plan you have. But at least while living in Columbus, you have access to a lot of different health systems, which is great. Number 2 is the food scene. And I have mentioned this countless times in my videos that you guys have all watched and commented and liked, and I appreciate all that. I've always talked about the food scene here in Columbus. So think about when you're gonna move here, you know, if you're into food, which most people are, this is gonna be an awesome place for it. We have a very diverse restaurant culture. We are a test market for, you know, fast food companies, dine-in companies, food trucks. You know, they do a lot of testing in Columbus. Something that's pretty cool about the Columbus food scene is Forbes Travel Guide recently ranked Columbus as a top 5 secret foodie city. So again, you know, most people think of Columbus as this sleepy Midwest flyover city, but we are getting a lot of national recognition for a lot of things, and our food scene is definitely one of them. So when we're talking about food, people always ask, Brad, where do I go to eat? Like, where are the places that are gonna give me the most options? And really, the list is wrong. But a couple, you know, places that you definitely should check out when, you know, living here is the Short North. That's gonna be down in the city. That's got more restaurants than I can even count. It's a great place to go. Bridge Park is a new development out in Dublin that has grown immensely over the last few years. So that's gonna have a lot of different variety. German Village, you know, has some authentic German food, which you should check out. Old Worthington, you know, is a very good place for a lot of different restaurants. You've got Bexley, Old Pal, Hilliard. You know, the list goes on and on. The North Market in the Short North, which is really cool. And then you've got Bud Dairy Food Hall, which is in Italian Village that recently just opened up. That is a building that has all sorts of different, you know, micro restaurants in them. So again, guys, the food scene here is growing. It's awesome. It's very diverse. It's all these good things. So that's one thing that you're definitely gonna love when you move to Columbus. The third thing that you're gonna love while living here is all the activities that we have to do. A lot of people will say, oh, Columbus is boring, or like, what would you do in Columbus? It's flat, there's no mountains, there's not a lot of water. All these things are true. You know, you definitely aren't gonna get the beautiful, you know, views of out west or a ton of water anywhere. However, we have plenty to do here, and it just takes a little bit of research or a little bit of thought put into it. But some of my favorite things about, you know, Columbus and the things to do are, we've got 23 metro parks. So if you're into getting out and being active, if you have dogs, if you have kids that, you know, you want to take to the park, you've got so many different options. I'm actually standing in Goodale Park, which is down the Short North. It's beautiful. You can see the waterfall behind me. There's pickleball courts and tennis ball courts and basketball courts here. So again, a lot of metro parks, a lot of things, you know, to do at those parks. That's one thing. We also have a ton of festivals, guys. I talked to you about this before in our past video. The Food and Truck Festival is my favorite festival that we have here. We've got the Jab and Rib Fest. We've got the Art Festival, the Dublin Irish Festival, Red, White, and Boom. You've got the Ohio State Fair. So there are a ton of different kind of outdoor festivals and fairs and activities that, you know, Columbus can provide you. Another thing that we have that there is to do is our sports teams. We don't have, you know, Major League Baseball. We don't have an NFL team. However, we've got the Columbus Crew, who's opening up their new stadium, I believe on July 3rd, which it looks awesome. You guys have seen other videos of it. You'll see a video of it in here. We've got the Columbus Blue Jackets, who, you know, traditionally have been a pretty solid NHL team. That's a lot of fun, you know, to go down the Nationwide Arena and watch a hockey game. We've got the Columbus Clippers, which is right next door to the Columbus Blue Jackets. There's no, you know, in my opinion, there's no better kind of summer night to take in a minor league baseball game. But we have the most important thing in Columbus as far as sports, and that is the Ohio State University football team. There's nothing better than going down to Ohio Stadium on a Saturday afternoon in the fall and watching the Buckeyes beat up on somebody. So again, guys, a lot of things to do in Columbus. If you love sports, don't worry, we have plenty of teams that you can go watch and really have a lot of fun doing. All right, so if you're not in the sports, maybe you're not in the food, maybe you don't like parks, but you like museums and you're into the arts, then Columbus has that too. We've got the Franklin Park Conservatory, which is located on the east side of downtown Columbus, like in the Bexley area. That is fantastic to go to, whether it's for an event or just a Saturday afternoon to go check it out. It's one of the, you know, the cooler things as far as outdoor museums. And we've got COSI, which is an awesome science center. Definitely check that out. It's, you know, from what I understand, it's pretty renowned throughout the country for all the different offerings that it brings. We've got the Columbus Museum of Art. So if you're into art and you want to, you know, go that direction, and we've got tons of other, you know, art galleries and other things. If you're into kind of the arts or museums, Columbus has that. All right, a few more things before we finish. We've got Night Light 614, and that is movie night down on the Scioto Mile River. They have kind of this outdoor stage / theater. They set up this big, you know, screen TV, and you can, you know, bring a blanket, bring food. I think you can maybe bring alcohol. I haven't been down there for a few years. That's really cool. They play kind of old school movies throughout the whole summer months, which is awesome. We've got the Gallery Hop, which is in the Short North. That is the first Saturday of every month, where, you know, all the shops are open. There's beer and wine vendors. The street is shut down. It's a fun party. We've got the Columbus Marathon, which is really popular. We've got Pelotonia, which is a huge, maybe one of the largest charitable bike rides in the country. So I just went over a bunch of different things there. So those are 3 categories that you're gonna love about living in Columbus, Ohio. All right, so do me a favor. If you're thinking about moving or if you are relocating here, make sure you call me or text me at the number below. Shoot me an email. Whatever you have to do, make sure you get a hold of me, because I'm gonna have your back when moving to our incredible city. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you later.